The Grand Traverse Band of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians is a federally recognized Native American tribe located in northeast Michigan. Sam McClellan is the current tribal chairman, elected in June 2016 to a second four-year term after succeeding Derek Bailey, who served from 2008 to 2012. The tribal offices are in Peshawbestown, Michigan. As of June 2016, the current GTB Tribal Council is Chairman Sam McClellan, Vice Chair Kimberly Vargo, Secretary Jane Rohl, Treasurer David Arroyo, Councilor Frank Wilson, Councilor Mark L. Wilson, and Councilor Percy Bird, Jr. The tribe owns and operates the Leelanau Sands Casino, the Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, and the Grand Traverse Resort and Amp Spa. It is one of three federally recognized tribes of Ottawa peoples in Michigan. The others of the Little River Band of Ottawa Indians and the Little Traverse Bay Bands of Ottawa Indians, both recognized in 1994. All these tribes are related to the 19 bands of Ottawa who inhabited Michigan at the time of 19th-century treaties with the United States government. Other bands with federal status include the Ottawa Tribe of Oklahoma and several First Nations in Ontario, Canada. Names, referring to themselves as Anishinaabe Three Fires Confederacy. The Grand Traverse Band of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians includes members of the Ottawa, the Ojibwe and Bodewad peoples. They were historically part of the Confederacy. Federal recognition. Under the Indian Reorganization Act, they applied for federal recognition in 1934 and 1943 and were denied. However, in 1978 Dodie Harris Chambers led an effort for recognition, and on May 27, 1980, the tribe was formally recognized. The Grand Traverse Band is the first federally recognized tribe of Ottawa in Michigan. They were one of the first tribes in the United States to own a casino, under new gaming laws passed in the 1980s. Today, members are descended from the 9 historic bands of Ottawa and bands of Chippewa peoples who occupied this territory in northern Michigan and signed treaties with the federal government. They were successors to the 19 bands that have been documented in this territory. The tribe's government includes an elected governing body consisting of a tribal chair and 6 tribal council members. They are elected by the enrolled members of the Traverse Band. The band has programming, fiscal and administrative authority. The council also appoints judicial officers who decide criminal, family and civil matters in conjunction with the state court. The water resources within the 1855 reservation area include Traverse Bay, the eastern shore of Michigan, Lake Leelanau, Elk Lake, and the watersheds. Other natural resources of importance include undeveloped forested parcels and areas of traditional and cultural hunting, fishing and plant gathering. The Grand Traverse Band's Natural Resources Department is made up of a department manager, game wardens, Great Lakes fishery biologists and technician, fish and wildlife biologists and technician, environmental and water quality staff, and an office manager. History. Ottawa, Chippewa and Potawatomi Indians are Algonquin-speaking peoples who migrated from the East Coast, settling around the Great Lakes throughout Canada and the Midwest of what became the United States: Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Today they have federally recognized reservations of communal land only in Canada, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. During the 19th century, they were forced to cede most of the land to the governments of Canada and the United States. Ottawa Tribe. The name Ottawa, or alternatively Ottawa or Odawa, is believed to derive from an Algonquin word for the term trader. Quote, It was incorrectly recorded as meaning people of the bull rush, for which there is a specific Ottawa term referring to a particular band. Historically, the members of this tribe are descendants of and political successors to 9 Ottawa bands who were party to the treaties of 1836 and 1855, related to the total of 19 bands listed as Grand River Band Ottawa. After the 1855 treaty, all of the Ottawa bands located from the Manistee River south to Grand River, near or on the eastern shores of Lake Michigan, were relocated to reservation lands in Mason and Osceola counties. The permanent villages of the Grand River Bands of Ottawa, including those 9 bands whose descendants compose the Little River Band of Ottawa Indians, were located on the Thornapple, Grand, White, Pear Market and Big and Little Manistee Rivers in Michigan's western Lower Peninsula. The Ottawa and Chippewa Treaty of Detroit was signed in 1855 and created an Ottawa-Chippewa Nation for the purposes of settling on a reservation. The Chippewa tribe. The Chippewa are the largest Native American group north of the Rio Grande. The population is split between Canada and the United States. The Bay Mills Indian community is located at the land base of the Sault Ste. Marie Band of Chippewa, which originally occupied land on both sides of what became the U.S.-Canadian border. After passage of the Indian Reorganization Act of 1934, the Bay Mills Indian community organized to recreate a form of government. Reservation. The territory of the Traverse Band of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians is the Traverse Indian Reservation, as established by United States Secretary of the Interior on 27 May 1980, and includes lands acquired by the band. The Grand Traverse Band's treaty ceded territories from the 1836 treaty covers an area in a line from the Grand River to the Alpena area north and the eastern portion of the Upper Peninsula from the Chocolate River east. The majority of the reservation's territory lies within several non-contiguous sections of land in eastern Suttons Bay Township in Leelanau County, Michigan. There are also 5 smaller parcels of land in 4 other counties: 1 plot in southern Benzonia Township, Benzie County, 2 plots in southern Helena Township, Antrim County, 1 plot in eastern Acme Township, Traverse County, and 1 plot in southwestern Eveline Township, Charlevoix County. The total land area of the reservation and off-reservation trust land is 2.539 square kilometers. Its total 2000 census resident population was 545 persons, 80% of whom identified as fully Native American. The present-day main reservation and 6-county service area consists of Antrim, Benzie, Charlevoix, Traverse, Leelanau, and Manistee counties. The band's federal land base is approximately 1,100 acres dispersed throughout the service area, and it has a total of 3,985 members. Some 1,610 reside in the tribal areas. Uyvsdi Museum. The Uyvsdi Museum and Cultural Center, located in Peshawbestown, Michigan, was opened in 2009 by the Traverse Band of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians to serve as a heritage and cultural center. The museum includes a gift shop with works of tribal artists and craftspeople, as well as educational materials, maps and books.